Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Monday Sit Rep. Tomorrow is the 240th anniversary of the Battle of Yorktown, so we have some awesome stuff back for that. And it is also Great War Bricks pre-orders kicking off, restock pre-orders, I suppose, technically, as well. So we have a ton to get to. Let's jump in. All right, as I was saying, we have a ton to get to today, so we're going to do things just a little differently. We got all of our restock pre-orders here being showcased, so we'll go through them all. We can start with the one that didn't make it onto the turntable just because I ran out of room. So this is the USMC Humvee, designed by Justin Hahn. I think this is its second restock, perhaps. It's been a popular Army Builder kit. Kind of a throwback design too, with the way that front came together. And then kind of in that same vein is the ground mobility vehicle, designed by George Hicks, kind of running away from me here. Sopwith F1 Camel, the World War II staff car with the driver and general. SDKFZ 251-B, that's a John Canepa build. Actually, both of those are John Canepa builds. So a heck of a lineup. You can see the ground mobility vehicle there comes with two guys, both with printed fast helmets, which is awesome. Sopwith also comes with a minifigure. I know it's a lot on the turntable. We'll stick around here for a second so you can take it all in. Like we were saying a little bit on the, I don't know if you guys read the blog, but if you read the blog on Friday, we were talking a little bit about how the holiday season is right around the corner. I think I mentioned it in this morning's social media post as well, but we are already there to the point where we're pre-ordering into November, and so holiday shipping is already a real thing. Sorry if you're not ready for the holidays to be here, but they're creeping around the corner, especially when pre-orders are concerned. So now is the time. If you see this stuff on the turntable here and you want it under the tree for someone or maybe just for yourself, I wouldn't wait. Especially because there aren't going to be like additional batches of these same things you're seeing here, because we're going to try to bring back variety for the holiday season so that people can get their hands on the specific things that they want. But of course that means that when something is there, it doesn't mean that it will be back in spades before the holidays hit. So beat the mess of shipping and all the stuff that goes along with that and pick up stuff early on brickmania.com. And if you're tuning into Mondays, you already know what's going on. So, I mean, that's half the deal. If you're just a Friday person, sometimes you miss some of the goodies that come back around, because they do still go fast, depending on what they are. Mondays restocks can disappear from the website sometimes just as fast as Friday's new releases. We all know how that goes. So just to run it down one more time, World War II staff car, SDKFZ 251-B, the ground mobility vehicle, the Sopwith F1 Camel. Give that one a minute. Love that printing on the propellers. They look so sharp. And then finally, the U.S. Marine Corps Humvee. All back on restock pre-order. Now let's jump into restocks. Okay, and as you can see, the turntable didn't exactly shrink much for straight up restocks, so there's a lot of good stuff back. Tomorrow, on the 19th, is the 240th anniversary of the Siege of Yorktown, which is where General Cornwallis actually did not surrender his sword, but they surrendered nonetheless. And so that's why we had the Lafayette figure on Friday, along with that new Lafayette gun. And then, of course, today, we had to bring back the Redcoat, the Revolutionary War Soldier, and the 6-pounder, which is the Revolutionary Field Gun. So all three of those, along with the perfect caliber flintlock musket, are back on brickmania.com. And just look how good this looks. Just the cannon standing next to the guy. I mean, you don't need much more than that. And it just is sharp looking, especially when you include the printed brick arms and everything. It's a good look. Gotta love the colors of the old uniforms. So speaking of which, move back over here as they come around for interesting colors. Obviously, our minifigure of the month is back once again and restocked. Get a focus, whoops. But then we also have the first volunteers at Gettysburg. I know this was a very popular initial release, Comes with that cap lock musket. So that is back as well. Pretty popular upon its initial drop, as I said. And fun to be able to kind of dive into the commemorative side of the World War era, or the Civil War era. Because of those hats, so those hats are actually not only 3D printed, but also hand painted. And so that is the biggest reason why we have not put out like army builder style figs for Civil War mock makers. Just because the labor intensity side of creating the premium Civil War figures, it's not like we want to backtrack. So for now, until we get a more streamlined process for that, while they're still being hand painted, etc., we'll continue to include the guns with them, and we'll keep them as kind of a premium level, singular collection fig. Obviously, if you want to make an entire lineup of the Minnesota First Volunteers, be my guest. I'd love to see it. But when it comes to army builder style figures that are going to be a little bit more affordable in bulk, I don't see that being something coming to our Civil War lineup anytime soon, but you never know. So stay tuned. So like I said, field gun, both the Revolutionary American Soldier and the Redcoat are back. And then we also have the Mutt, just kind of the standard version of that Vietnam Jeep, if you will. Comes with the mounted brick arms. And then right next to it, we have the World War II 4x4. Also a very popular kind of, both of them army builder mocks. You can buy multiple of them, have them lined up. They look good guarding convoys. Pretty much whatever it is you need them to do, they're solid. Neither of them come with any minifigures, but a lot of that is because people want to add their own crews to them. And so you don't need duplicate minifigures if you want to pick up 4 Jeeps. So, and obviously once you pick it up too, you have the instructions. So if you want to build additional, there's plenty of allied stars available on brickmania.com if you want to be able to deck out your additional Jeeps without having to source printed parts. You have what you need available on the website. So there you have it. That is the rundown for Restocks, live right now on brickmania.com. That'll do it for the Monday Sit Rep. Remember, once again, that sale coming up on November 11th, 11% off online, up to 22% in stores. And then please, once again, like I said on Friday, if you are a veteran or active service member participating in our November Spotlight, give me that information so that we can get that stuff drafted up and ready to hit the web. We're excited to showcase this community. And, ultimately, it's about letting people know who are new to the Brickmania military building community in general, that they're not alone, that there are a lot of people out there who have this as a hobby, as a passion, as a way of coping, etc. There are a lot of different avenues. And we want to shed some light on that because we think it's important, and we appreciate all of you very much. And so this is our way of showcasing that a little bit, to a degree. That will do it for the Monday Sit Rep. Thank you very much for watching.